Peace family, we are here with the happy companion.
What's going on?
My brother Saeed.
Yep.
He's made it in.
Yep.
And we had an opportunity to build a relationship over a period of time, close to a year now. And he's finally made it here. You're coming at a time where we're seeing a global lockdown, but he was able to, get through quarantine after 14 days. Now it's a shorter period of time for quarantine. Of course, one lady came, she had to do 4 days. However, you've been here. How has your experience been?
It's been amazing, man. Kwesi, I just, humbled to be here. Feel like I finessed my way to a certain extent. So many obstacles that could have occurred. They try to block my path here, but I was able to make it through. It's been a very good experience for me.
Okay. Yeah, one of the things we were talking about the airport and the paperwork requirement and needing something to show that you actually have an investment here and you use your land documents.
Yes.
So I know you purchased some land here.
Yes.
I know it was exciting for you. Tell us about that.
Well, purchasing land. I haven't even arrived here yet, and I purchased land. That's how bad I want to come here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then, when I was, going to the airport, that's what pretty much saved me.
Yeah.
They prevented. Otherwise, I would have been blocked from coming here.
Wow.
So then, purchasing land is, very emotional to me. I kind of broke down when I saw my land in person. I'm a man of moderate emotion, but seeing land and seeing my piece of land in the motherland, land of my ancestors,
Yes.
it really struck my heart. You know what I'm saying? So I shed some tears.
I've definitely been there.
Yes.
I've been there when I purchased my land. Of course, we assisted in that process. With him getting the land and things like
Yes.
that months and months ago, as well as quite a few other people. However, at that time, I brought mine. I have an interesting story about the day I brought my land. Actually, the day I brought my land, I was actually assaulted by a British man here in the Gambia. So there's a lot of things that that take place here, and it's rare. And I'll tell you an incident. Last year, we were growing flowers around the compound, and I showed them how to monetize it. We would take the coffee mugs, we put seashells around them with the silicone. We painted some of them. I mean, it's really, really nice. I have a lot of pictures. I'll show you guys as well.
Okay.
But we went out to monetize. I went with P and Ida, the young lady that's actually filming us. We went to a space in Gambia. We brought in these flowers, and there was a British man there. He was like, "Gambians are crooks. Gambians are thieves." And I was looking at him like, I was shocked. And I was like, we handle this kind of differently in the States. But I ran into that type of personality. And who would think?
Exactly.
On the day I buy my land. But outside of that, that's going to be in my book. All right, I'm going to tell that story.
Yes.
But anyway, a few of you guys know. However, that's not a common occurrence, but, we still are dealing with that type of thing here. But, it's a great time, and all I see is positive.
Me too.
That's all I see is positive.
Same here, man.
Yeah.
When I bought my land, when I visited my land, a group of cows, maybe 50 cows,
50 of them.
yeah, just came, grazed by. It's like a good, I guess, omen to a certain extent.
Wow.
Then I prayed the Fatiha with a group of people who were there
Wow.
from, with the real estate people. So, and then we all did the prayer, for a blessing for the land.
Okay.
And so it was amazing. It was a very beautiful day, and over in that area, it's like cool. Temperatures kind of off the grid, what I like it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be so close to the city area and a lot of traffic and noise, so it was very peaceful there.
Okay.
So, my mom would be very, very happy to know that, and my dad would be very happy to know that, I bought land on the continent, and my life is going to be here, Like, I'm 50 years old. About 7 to 8 years of my life has been overseas, and I lived abroad many times,
Yes.
and so it's not a new thing for me, but it's a good feeling to be here on the continent, living in Africa. I lived in East Africa, country called Oman, for about 5 years, and that was a rewarding experience for me. But to be on West Africa, it's a great experience because I know a lot of my ancestors came from here as well in Oman. I have Omani descendants there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into a part two of this conversation. We're going to talk about the need for Africans in the diaspora, you know, to return to Africa and build.
Yes.
Okay. So that'll be in part two.
Okay.
All right, please. All right, brother. So we talked about you living overseas. I know you have a book. What's the name of your book?
The 12-Step Guide to Developing Friendships with Muslims.
All right, and of course we're gonna have that link down in the description. And of course his YouTube channel is The Happy Companion. You can check that out. Also follow Art Kathy Hills, our girl Art. You know, holding it down for the repatriation movement, bringing awareness. You know, also you can follow me, Go Hard Gambia. However, you know, being someone that has traveled, we know many of our people that are in America have not traveled.
Yes.
And however, we're looking at a time where we have an unprecedented amount of people that want to travel due to, you know, things that's taking place in the U.S.
Yes. Yes.
You did a video message to black man.
Message to the well, it was like to the black man, black woman, and child. You know.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, about the issues that we're facing there in the diaspora, the African diaspora, the police brutality, discrimination, white supremacy, skinheads, Nazis, the whole work. You know, they infiltrated their society, and they're making it hard for us there. And the only, you know, before, you know, as in slavery times, you know, the only way out of slavery was to go north. Now it's even north. They infiltrated that far. So the only way to get out of that situation is to come back to the motherland. And so, you know, I've been planning this, you know, in my mind for many years off and on, you know, and having been to the continent. But, you know, we're facing a large amount of hatred against us as a race. You know, they're trying to annihilate us, you know, put us in prison. You know, prison, nothing more than another day, no modern day plantation.
Most definitely.
Yeah, including the ghettos there too. That's just slave row. You know,
we know that, you know, it's not a situation that has really benefited us. You know, we see the massive cities like, you know, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas. You know, we see these major metropolises. You know, the bridges. You know, the buildings, the skyscrapers, all of the conveniences, you know, all of the franchises. And I always go into the franchises because I love advertisement. I've been sold on advertisement all our life, or all my life. In our life, we've been around seeing these brands grow, right? In Africa, we can actually be those franchises. Like here, this is one of our properties. This is one of our properties, and this is the Afro Chic Lounge, and you guys will see more of this area. However, we want to have places where you can go that's, you know, better than when you come. We want you to come like you at a palace. You know what I mean? We kings and queens, right?
Yes, sir. I
I'm
felt like
gonna
this
stay
was
at the Motel 6. Kings and queens. But you got a Motel 6 budget though.
Yes.
A Motel 6 budget, and it's enough room in the world to make everyone can have abundance, and that's the type of thing that we want to move into, especially with this movement and building community.
That's right.
And we talked about that.
Oh, we talked very deep, a lot of hours, you know, and so I'm really sparked. I'm really inspired. I'm ready to continue this process of my repatriation, relocation, and so. You know, you guys got to come home. You know, why you gonna keep facing that nonsense? You know, dealing with that, and invest, relocate Africa. You know, have a big making headways. You know, they got opportunities for you to stay in sustainable places that you can budget your money. You don't have to worry about, because a lot of people worry about their money. You know, about hey, what I'm gonna do when I get here. But right now, you know, you can be able to live. You know, a couple of years without really having to worry about money if you do it right.
And that's what we want to do. We want to, I mean, we want everyone to be on a path to home ownership. Everyone should own their own home, and that's what we're doing through our phase program. You know, the community diaspora community program, where we're building on top of vacation property.
Yes.
We'll put the link there as well, and you can fill out an application if you're interested. If you're coming within 3 to 6 months, you can fill out the application, and we have people who are permanent residents who live and work from our vacation properties. So we've talked about that on our Kathy channel. You know, just go to the channel and look up, you know, the video. Actually, it's on the diaspora link that we'll leave here. So what we're gonna do, you know, is just go ahead and close out. We're gonna do more videos.
Okay.
You know, we'll do a video with you going around the house,
All right.
and we'll go to the different areas so they'll see where you stay.
Sounds good. That's good.
There's so much to talk about, but we only have, short periods of time and things. But you did a 5-hour live.
Called it a streamathon.
5 hours, yeah.
You know the reason?
Boy,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
I think I get 2.5 hours. Then I'm run out of content. I'm be like, but people are asking questions, and it's a beautiful thing that we're able to be here and people can see what's going on. So, peace until the next video. Oh, yes, sir, brother. So, you know, the situation with us in America is, of course, one where many of us are looking for an alternative. I heard a horrible story the other day about a friend who has a daughter who's so terrified of going out in society because of what's going on that she has this nervous condition. And it's just crazy that you have children, you know, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, you know, that has a fear of America's future. And I think many of us as adults have. You know, I've relocated 4 years ago. I've worked in the financial industry, so I've seen the changes over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, hey, 4 years ago, I came over to see what was, all the hype about. Was it really what they were saying it was? And 2.5 years, I've been living here, and it is what it is. So I wanted to be here for people like yourself that are coming.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate
For
that.
those that are in America, and you've traveled before, many of our people there have not traveled.
Yeah.
So, but it's amazing to see people who have not traveled that say, hey, I'm ready. So many people are getting their passports. I mean, Donald Trump doing a good job in the repatriation movement, inspiring people to get the hell out of America.
Yeah, yes.
I don't know whatever it is. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, but, you know, it's a good thing to see more people looking to come here and build.
Yeah. A lot of the subscribers that I have right now, they've been inquiring about, you know, moving to the Gambia. What can I do? You know, they got skills. They got this. A lot of them military, non-military. You know, retirees. Some of them. I remember a couple. They said they have a teenage son. I think he just turned 18, and they said, you know what? Is there a way he can come?
Yeah.
You know, because we don't want him to be, you know, lynched, you know, unnecessarily, you know, discriminated upon and just profiled, you know, for a young black man in America, and it is very difficult for us, and I can attest to that, you know, through my experience, and I'm like, yo, you know, so I try to connect her to the right people, you know. I think I referred to you as well, you know.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. You probably, So they're very, you know, it's a desperation now.
Wow.
You know, and people want to make this exodus out and to come here and experience a better way of life, you know, free of the harsh realities there that are trying to exterminate us.
It's endless. It's endless.
Yeah.
Many books been written about it. I decided to leave that conversation years ago. I've been in the conversation for many years. I started on my path of self-awakening, you know, at 18. You know, my brother would bring home books from New York, and I was reading at that time. That was before internet and things like that.
Okay.
You know, however, I'm here.
That's right.
You know, so more of you brothers and sisters, you know, you need to come over. Don't waste any time. You know, come over and take a visit. I'll guarantee you'll be of the mindset that you wish you have done it earlier. And, you know, however, we're here as a support system, and that's important that you have a support system and that we build community, because it was the absence of community that we're looking to, you know, that we're facing all of these trials and tribulations, and that we have faced as a community.
Yes.
Losing generations to gun violence, you know, alcoholism, you know, other abuses, you know, just poor health as well, poor thinking, you know. So we want to end that cycle, end that legacy, and for many of us, we want to leave the land which nurtures it and come to another place where we can, plant our own seeds in the field.
It's very true. It's very true. Good points you made, brother. Yeah, very good points you made. And I concur 100% because since I've came here, since I've been here, the amount of stress that's off my shoulders is tremendous. Just to not worry about being around people who don't want to be around you, who don't want you there. And they always say, if we don't like you, they go to Africa. Okay,
right.
I'm here. What's going on?
They made that an insult.
It's an insult. Yeah.
Your saving grace. They made that an insult. Well, go back to Africa.
Yeah.
And then many of us believe, even myself, coming out of that mental slavery. Coming out of that mental slavery where we are totally conditioned and indoctrinated into Western culture,
yes,
Christianity, and even worse, the subculture of self-destruction that they have, gave to the slave as a legacy.
Yeah.
From the pork to the alcohol to the European holidays.
Yeah.
I read a book called African People, European Holidays, A Mental Genocide, book 1, book 2.
Wow.
Totally, I did American History 1 and American History 2, independent studies.
Okay.
And this book totally just, turns that upside down. It tells a whole real story about American history. And that was just one book that I read amongst many that just, put me on my path to accepting. I think in our mind, we have to be able to accept Africa as a homeland and not as this, this vile place with open sewage pits and, like Art said, flies flying on. You're going to get some flies flying around you. But look where we are. Yeah. Somebody said the other day, they were like, are y'all in Vegas? Yeah, we making Vegas over here in Africa. So y'all come get on board. Let's build.
We just build. I mean, there's businesses that can be created. Collaboration with the Gambian brothers and sisters. I see that Kwesi and Art, they got a good team that's going on. Much love to Art for all that she's doing here behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know that. So
it's a lot of work.
A lot of work, brother.
As a YouTuber, it's a lot of work. As a freedom fighter, there's a lot of work. You have to take positions and stances that most people won't take. Yeah. And that's a part of our, conditioning and being docile and being passive and allowing things just to go by and turning the other cheek and things like that. So it's a beautiful conversation that's been created, and what's even more beautiful is the movement is actually blossoming.
Yeah.
Because we're solving two issues: employment and housing through our career path opportunity. Invest, Relocate Africa. Now partner with the Happy Companion. All of our partners out there. We have many contributors, so we've been behind the scene, and you guys are going to start seeing a little bit more, but it's more about work. We got the 8-bedroom hotel store that's coming online. We have this 5-bedroom here. We have another one, Bruford. We have the 2-bedroom, and that's going to continue to scale. We're going to go from 4 to 40, 40 to 400, and we're talking about in a few years, because it's in high demand housing. So until our next video, thank you everybody for listening, and we hope to see you guys in the Gambia, West Africa, anywhere in Africa soon.
Very soon. Very soon. Come home.
Sooner than later.